Okay, all right, all right. You know what? I don't even need to introduce these people. Give a big hand.
What's up, Sci-Fi Valley Con? We love you guys. We're having a lot of fun. Altoona is beautiful.
Altoona! This is the skin of a killer, Bella. You did
Rob! We got Rob in the house, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
Finally.
Batman.
Batman.
This is fun. You guys are fun. It's fun here.
Hey, Jackson, can you play this? The banjo?
Is it tuned?
It's Altoona.
We don't even know.
Dad jokes. Love it.
It's not tuned. That's my excuse. I can play the banjo. Somebody tune that up for me. I'll play a little ditty, yeah. Well, hey, Altoona, Pennsylvania. How y'all doing? This is so cool, man. When they told me we were going to Altoona, Pennsylvania, I'll be honest, never heard of it. I thought I was being tricked by cats. We got some ratties in the house. Where my ratties at?
Daddy!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, my goodness gracious. I love this. Can you all see over there?
Yeah, you can't see.
Oh, my God.
We got standing room outside. Someone's pressed up against the glass outside. I feel like I'm in a fishbowl.
Oh, my goodness.
This
gracious.
is amazing. You guys are so fun. Yeah. Look at that.
Oh,
I love it. I love it. Where's Rob? Where's Rob? There he is. Look at that. Thanks for coming, Rob. Thanks for coming. We should all just do selfies for an hour.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, hey, listen, we got so many people here. Should we take some questions already? Y'all want to just jump into this damn thing, shall we?
We got a microphone here.
Yep,
So
that's
line
how we
up.
like it, right down the center there.
Now be patient with each other. All right,
Is
everybody?
it okay if I record my question?
All right, everybody, we got our first question. What's your name?
My name's Roxanne.
Roxanne.
Okay, so my question is for Jackson, and I just want to know, Jasper didn't have an accent in the first 2 movies, and he did in the 3rd movie, so I think a lot of us want to know what happened behind the scenes for this change.
Battle scars. Well, see, listen, I am from Texas. I'm from a small town in West Texas. And for the first film, they kind of thought it would be too much, you know, like we're teenagers hiding in the, you know, Pacific Northwest. And, you know, they said, listen, with your Texas accent and the way that Rob sits down, it just, you know, the way he does.
Is it 1 finger or 2 fingers?
Oh, he did a double finger.
I think it was a 2-finger sit.
And then by the time we had our 3rd director for Eclipse, he's a British dude, and so we were having dinner, and he's just like, Jackson, your accent's actually amazing. Why don't we put it in the film? And
Jackson said, your accent's actually amazing, too.
I said, stop talking. I don't like your accent. It's like, my people threw your people's tea in the ocean. Get on out of here. But that's honestly why. It was like the first one, they kind of were a little bit reticent for me to have it. And then, yeah, so there you go.
Thank you
Great
so
question.
much,
Thank you,
guys.
Roxanne.
Amazing, amazing.
Good job. You started us off right. Hey, darling, come on up.
Hello, my name is Colette Coslow. I am a reporter.
Wait, what is it?
Colette.
Colette? Mm-hmm. Okay. So,
I'm a reporter for our
Collect,
local-
like collect call, and you're a reporter?
like Colette Coslow.
Coslow.
Yeah.
I thought you
It's-
said
it
cost
sounds
code.
like
Like a stage name.
it sounds like you should be in like Superman. It's like Lois Lane and Colette Coslow.
Yeah. I'm a little starstruck. Anyway, I'm a reporter for the local newspaper here.
The Daily Bugle.
Altoona News.
Altoona Mirror. Yeah. Woohoo! Anyway, I was like, please let me do a story on this. And my question is that the Twilight fandom is so vast and so wonderful, but they keep coming back. And why do you guys think you have such a wonderful and vast and so passionate fandom that keeps coming back?
We're immortal, so the fans are immortal. You know? We aren't going anywhere. Now, the fans are amazing. You guys
It's
really
you guys.
are.
It's you guys. Honestly.
We don't age either. I mean, come on.
Peter is really hot.
But
Get it.
but seriously, it's you guys. Like we're in these movies, and I'm a fan of the movies too. You know, so like I'm always sending them little memes, and they're like, stop DMing me memes at 2 a.m. But you guys are the ones that like show up and you keep it going, and like it's infectious. You know, no pun intended. Love you too. Love you too. I mean, I love this. This town really has such great energy. This con, like you feel like. Yesterday I didn't sleep at all on the plane, so I was up for like 48 hours, and I wasn't tired at all because you guys were feeding my soul and my energy. So thank you guys. So it's the fans. It's the fans that keep going. It's
All
for
right,
the
this will be in the
for the Daily
newspaper.
Planet.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you.
The mirror. We don't reflect.
Come on up, dog.
You hugged me yesterday.
Yeah.
Which one? Which one? Which one?
It cost $100, but
You're charging for hugs now.
for Jasper, of course.
Hey, that was 50% discount.
Team Jasper.
Come to my table. Hugs
Oh my
are
God,
free.
you're a
I'm
smart
Team Jasper.
person.
That's who I am.
Nice.
Intelligent.
I'm Team
I
Jasper
just
too.
want to know, how was your relationship with Alice? Because I wish I was her. She jumped on your back.
Well,
I
Jasper
wish I was
and
Alice, too.
have a very strong bond, and they're like, in my opinion, the healthiest relationship in the film.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And one of the things I like to say on a true note is Alice was there for Jasper when he hated himself, did not believe in himself, and he thought he was beyond retribution. He thought he was beyond redemption. And just as a note to everybody, there's no such person that is beyond redemption, all right? We all deserve a second, third, fourth, fifth chance. You know, there's a beautiful, loving God who loves you. I love you. And, you know, there's always somebody out there for you, okay? So we have a soulmate, all right? Yeah, that's Alice. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. You know, she's busy, dog. She got a real job. Hold on. Sorry. she's out there making movies, proving that we can still do it sometimes. What you got, sweetheart?
Hey, since Nikki couldn't be here today, I'm doing my best to pull off. Rosalie.
You look great.
Rosalie's in the house. Nice kitty.
So,
Half of you got that.
if this question doesn't fly, I'll ask another one. But can I join you up there for a little bit as Rosalie?
Come here, wifey.
Come on
Come
over.
on up.
There you go. Rosalie's sit right there. Here,
Damn, that's
here's Rosalie's up
slick,
here now.
yo.
Okay. Is there an Esme in the house?
We're like, oh my goodness gracious.
What's your name?
I'm Kristen. I'm from Wisconsin.
Kristen from Wisconsin.
What was it like being Rosalie in the Twilight movies?
Oh, it was so fun.
Definitely not Nikki Reed then.
No.
I'm kidding. We all had fun together. It was a rough set at times, to be honest, because especially when you're making vampire movies and you're making vampire baseball scenes. Now, you have to wait for it to be kind of like the weather it is today, overcast but no rain, right? And so, like, we were filming in the Pacific Northwest. When it was overcast, it was raining, and our white makeup would drip all over everybody.
It was like, we would look at each other and go, you look terrible. And then the person would be like, I think it was Elizabeth Reeser. She was like, yeah, you look terrible too. I don't think anybody's going to watch this movie. Yeah, me neither. We were wrong.
Oh, my goodness. You have a question, sweetheart?
I do. So I have to ask, did you guys get your Altoona Hotel pizza?
No, I never got. Did it?
What is
You
this?
know-
What's an Altoona hotel pizza? What is that?
I've heard there's a Altoona pizza. Do we have any Altoona
you know,
pizza? Nicole?
No spoilers.
I was gonna
Okay, so if everyone's good in good time, you know, maybe that might happen.
Yeah, we might have
I've
ordered a
been
couple
told.
pieces.
Yeah.
Did you get them from Al's Tavern?
Yes. Oh, I don't know where, but I
Yeah,
asked very specifically for the Altoona special.
Well, because I ran into a couple volunteers yesterday, and they said you were talking about it. And I said, tell him to go to Al's Tavern. It's called a Nona's Pizza there.
Nona.
Nona's.
I have a
But
Nona.
it is.
Is that the square pizza?
It's with the
No
green
spoilers.
pepper ring.
No spoilers. Hold on.
Everybody here knows
he's got
what
to
it
see
is,
it.
I'm sure.
to
Everybody
believe.
who lives here knows what it is.
I think everyone here should get a pizza. Kind of like we're Oprah, right? You get a pizza. You get a pizza. You get a pizza.
Well, this girl's getting a pizza Kellan right now. Hey.
But that
Talk
was
about
it. I just
sliding
wanted
into
to make
DMs,
sure you guys
sliding
got
on
your
stage.
Altoona pizza. That was it.
Amazing.
I love it. Well, hopefully we'll get some
We'll
delivered.
see. We'll see what happens.
We'll
Yeah,
see
we
what
are-
happens.
You're
coming?
always hungry.
I know.
Oh my God. Hey, sweetheart, what you got?
Hey guys, I'm Angelina. My mom is Isabel.
Isabel.
Hey, Bella.
Hello, Bella.
So
Hope you like Italian.
I'm Italian.
So we're from Jersey, and I have a two-parted question. Also Rosalie, of course. So since y'all have lived over 100 years, what is your favorite decade as Jasper, Carlisle, Emmett, and Rosalie? And what would be their favorite songs? Favorite decade, favorite
Dude,
song?
That's a great question.
That's a really great question. I want to go with the 70s. Give me some disco, baby.
I figure with the pro,
Yeah, you don't know this. I mean, we get to see a little bit of it in Breaking Dawn Part 2 when we see Alice and Jasper dance. And I am
That part
quite.
was so cute,
I'm
yeah.
a dancer. By which I mean I can two-step and I can swing dance. I can't do your twerking. Trust me, I've tried. Do it. Prove to us you cannot twerk.
I just have this image of Jasper, like the big bell-bottom pants, and there we go.
It's a
But
vibe.
bigger, way bigger, like
Way
Elvis.
bigger.
We
But
just got a delivery.
Big collar.
By
Here
the
we
way.
go.
Oh, shut up, everybody,
Pass it
ladies and
out,
gentlemen. We
pass
got
it
the
out.
wonderful Nicole here.
No,
Everybody-
we
Everybody.
can't, we can't
Yes.
eat without giving them. We gotta
This
we gotta
is
share it.
crazy.
Okay.
This is insane. All right, so
amazing.
this is the Altoona style pizza. Oh my God.
What? Holy moly! That's a lot of cheese.
All right, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. Oh God.
I'm lactose intolerant, so
Here we go. Cheers, buddy.
here you go. You go. You go. I'll just have one of these.
I don't think Rosalie would eat that.
I gotta watch my
She's on a
girlish
special
figure.
diet.
So my favorite decade is when I met Rosalie. And then I just ask her all the questions. So Rosalie, what's my favorite music or song?
Oh, well, every song I like is about cars because that's what Rosalie liked. So I don't know any car songs from that decade.
Life is a highway.
Yeah, there you go. Whatever she says is my truth. So
What about Carl?
What do you think about that pizza? What do you think? Give me a review. I want the Kellan Lutz review, not the.
what
Emmett.
is like? So what? Walk me through this pizza.
Well, you got American cheese.
A lot of American cheese,
There's some ham in there, I think, and then green pepper. Let's try.
green pepper,
Oh my God,
and a lot of cheese.
it's very bready.
It's kind of like a cross between a New York and a Chicago pizza. It's like,
I like how the Italians like
dish.
hell no.
yeah.
Notice the Italians the
I'm
one
from
going,
New York,
"I
so
can't
mine's a
do it."
little thinner, this crust, but it looks good. I'm gonna go with 1920s because it's like I always imagined that Carlisle came over to America, and he would, and baseball was the biggest pastime at the time, and he would go to these baseball games, and he was in Chicago, and he saw Babe Ruth play, and so when we were doing the movies, because I would do a little journal, like, I had 350 years to fill in, so I would like, where was Carlisle this decade? There was a period of like disease that he didn't love, but the 1920s was like when everything was hopping and like, and the baseball. I thought he was at that game where Babe Ruth pointed to center field, and there's a famous story where Babe Ruth pointed to center field and hit the ball exactly where he hit it. So I told that to Catherine, and I said, I think I should like point to center field like Babe Ruth, and she was like, yeah, do that. And so like that move became like a camera move. So sometimes as an actor, you'll do some imagination work, and then you'll bring something to the role that informs other people to collaborate with you. So 1920s, and then songs. I gotta go with Elvis. I could see Carlisle bopping to some Elvis tunes. You know.
All right.
Good
thank
times.
you guys.
Good times.
May I have a slice?
Yeah. Yeah, please. I don't want to. There you go. Come on. It's pretty big. It's pretty big.
Thank you.
Bye. Nice to meet you, Rosalie.
Yeah, dude, have you never had it before? Take a bite. Do it. Jersey girl gonna take a bite of Altoona pizza. Her face. Oh. She's having feelings, having thoughts. What do you think?
Super cheesy. I love cheese, so.
Well, then you'd like me.
You're too good at that.
Yeah, it's cheesy.
Oh my God,
We
this
try
is
to
really
we try
fun.
to
I'm
out
having a good
dad
time.
joke each other, Jackson and I got 350 years on him though. I don't look a day over 250 though, right? Who's up?
Hi.
Carlisle. Thank you for coming.
Hi, my name's Isabella, and I know I look ridiculous. I'm sorry.
No, you
You
don't.
look amazing.
I look ridiculous, but you don't.
I was just wondering, when you guys got the call that you guys got the role, what was your first thought or the first thing that you did to celebrate or whatever?
Oh wow, that's a good question.
That's a great question. Honestly, I originally had auditioned along with everybody in Hollywood for Edward. Now they actually brought me up to the top 3. It was between Robert Pattinson, Henry Cavill, and this weirdo. And they flew me out to, it was actually Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And Kristen Stewart was making a movie in Pittsburgh, and they said, hey, listen, we'd like it if you were to go fly out there with Catherine Hardwicke and read Kristen Stewart to see if she's right for Bella. Now, so I get my first ever first-class flight. That was really exciting. And I get all the way out there to Pittsburgh, and so we do the audition together, and then Catherine takes us outside. She's like, all right, let's try, you jump on his back and you just run her around the square or whatever. And I was like, this is weird, man. What kind of movie?
Jackson said, hop on, Spider Monkey, and she kept that line.
I'm very
She
sorry
stole
that was
that
me.
from you.
But to be honest, so finally when they said that they were going to give it to the Harry Potter boy, I was like, Daniel Radcliffe's going to be great. And then they said, no, the other one, and I was like, a redhead? Long story short, I finally watched Harry Potter. And Robert Pattinson's fantastic, and so they offered me Jasper, and I said no because I hadn't really seen him in the first book, and so Catherine Hardwicke called me into the office, and she said, hey, listen, he's not a big part of this first film, true, but by the third film, you had this wonderful sequence, and I'm like, well, yeah, it's like the third film. I mean, we're not going to get there, are we? And she said, just read it and tell me what you think. And so I skipped New Moon. Because Catherine said I could. And I went straight to Eclipse, and I fell in love with the character. I think it's a character that speaks to me as somebody who's been through a lot in my life and who's been saved by grace and been given a lot of second chances. And so, I look at this guy, and it's somebody that I was honored to portray. So thank you. Yeah. So it was really cool learning about it.
Thank you so much. You
Rock
guys
and
are
roll.
literally so kind, and just I'm really grateful that you guys just still participate and do all these amazing things for the movies. It's really amazing, and I love the movie so much. I grew up on it, so thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
You're so sweet. And
How
I
do you
love your
follow
cosplay.
that? So cute. Sorry. Hi. So these series consumed a decade of my life. I'm
Sorry.
sure you guys too, right? It's why mom, daughter read them. Crazy premiere experiences, dressing up like you guys for Halloween. Our
Love it.
daughter walked down the aisle to
Aw.
the song 1,000 Years. We suckered my husband into it.
Love it. Where's hubby?
There's hubby.
Nice.
Yeah.
Represent.
Smart men watch Twilight with their wives.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
It's a test.
I want to make that. I
Happy
should make
wife,
that a
happy
shirt.
life. That is
Yeah.
wisdom.
It's a good test for men because, if you're ever dating a man, you sit him down and watch Twilight because there's a love story there, and if they connect to it, they're very romantic. But there's also a great family story in it, so it shows that they're family men too. If they get the movie, it's like, oh, they support their families, they get the family bond. So it's a good test if you're dating a man. Say, come over to my house, let's watch Twilight. And if they're like, I'm watching that, kick them to the door.
Well, you guys got him with
Snaps.
baseball. Okay, anytime he heard that baseball music start, he was
Brr,
running down
brr.
the stairs.
Love it. It's time.
Jasper, you're our favorite.
Oh my God, you're smart.
We named our dog after you, by the way.
Well, put a collar on me and walk me around. Damn. I like it.
Here, boy.
Don't be rough.
I just wanted to hear Jasper crapped on the rug again.
It's how, yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. He acts like you too. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know.
Buggy eyes.
Yeah. We'll show you a picture later. Okay, sorry. Being serious.
Do you have a question?
I know, right?
We're just gonna make fun of me.
Can you sniff your butt?
Yeah. So we got to watch the original last night in this gorgeous church. I don't know who got that together. That was an awesome place. Yes. I got to see it on the big screen again, and I forgot how incredibly amazing that cinematography was, the shots, the way, the mood of it, the colors. Like, so it's my favorite because of that artistic value. And I know when it changed directors, did it feel different to you guys as well? And like, if it did, like, do you have a favorite director you got to work with, or I don't know. I just still love the original. It's my favorite.
I think we do too. I do anyway, because the first one, it's like, it's just the OG. It's like where everything kind of came from, and it was like so nostalgic for us because that movie. We were in the middle of Portland, Oregon. Nobody knew what we were making. You know, nobody knew really who Rob Pattinson was or Kristen yet. And so we would go to these little dive bars, and Jackson would get up and play. It'd be like empty, and Rob would get up and play, and like that was a movie. And then everything changed for that. For great, you know, because this is still here, you know. But for us, it was like we had this little intimate movie that then kind of exploded, and so that for us is always this nostalgic feeling, you know. But I do like the cinematography of that one too, the blue tint. Yeah. And did it change for us? It got a little more studioized and like more bigger trailers for people, like more crew. But as far as like our jobs, we were still doing the same thing, you know. And they were just capturing it, and directors were capturing it with different tones and colors and stuff.
Which I like because each book was so different, and we had a new director for each one. So it was really cool because we had just different tones and different lenses and filters. So Catherine's, that's my favorite. I love that blue tone. But then Chris Weitz came in, and he had a different color scheme for it. It was a different type of movie. Obviously, the books are they feel different, right? You have New Moon and the whole story with the werewolves. And then Eclipse with David Slade, great director. He does those darker-esque movies.
It's my husband's favorite.
Yeah, I liked working with him too on that one. And then Bill Condon he had a different feel as well. So it's pretty special to be a part of something that they got to bring their own identity and feel into it as well, and not just kind of copy the previous one. Because all the books were different tones. So really cool. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Did you read Midnight Sun?
Oh yeah.
What color tone do you think that would be?
Oh God, I don't know. I see like greens in that, maybe like, I don't know, a little pink in there. Yeah.
Because it's Edward's point of view.
I think so. Yeah. No, it was super interesting though.
Not just black and white.
That was way better than that little laugh you gave. His pink Edward point of view. That's awesome. I love that. Sorry, I'm stealing that one. It's going in my notebook.
I don't know. I want to read one from Jasper's perspective though.
That'd be cool.
So just saying.
He's just like, what the hell's wrong with these people? God damn it, Edward.
Do you
She's a child.
Do you realize? I didn't realize how much you don't talk in the first one. It's just all looks. Like, it's wild.
It's like I'm hungry all the time.
That was actually on purpose, very much. There were a lot more lines in the movie that were kind of like just throwaways and things that I kept telling Catherine. I'm like, listen, I want this character to be the quiet, weird one that you would see in a heist movie, right? In a great heist movie, you'd have one guy who's like in the background, just kind of like, and at the very end of the film, he comes up and he says something so like profound and beautiful, right? And it's like Kevin Smith, you know, like Silent Bob, right? That's what I kind of wanted. I wanted this vibe. And so I ended up taking out a lot of these like little tiny dialogues here and there.
I picked them up.
No kidding. Both these guys were like, I'll do that line.
Bye.
I'll talk more. And I'm like, I want to speak less. I want to do it with my eyes. And
you accomplished it. It was cool.
And then I did some weird stuff. I did some weird stuff. It's the pizza. It's getting to my brain. Sorry.
I gotta let other people go. They're
Thank
gonna
you
go
so
mad
much.
at me,
You're so sweet.
Nice to meet you guys.
Did you ask a question?
Yeah, about the color
Sure,
tones.
yeah.
Which one was our favorite?
We're just talking about pizza.
So,
Do you want a
Thank you.
slice before you go?
Anybody want a slice?
I have lunch
We should pass that
Come
out.
on up, man. Come on up. What you
He
got?
wants
What you
it, he
got?
wants it. Here, come get it. Here,
Oh,
get this
dude.
out.
Welcome to PA.
You guys enjoy it. Here.
And my question is, what was the emotional aspect at the very end of the movies, and what is your legacy continuing afterward? What is there anybody you would like to see to continue?
To continue the film series, if the film were to continue on.
Yes.
Well, I will say, to address your first question, it was very emotional towards the end. It was kind of lovely because the last scenes we filmed were the Cullen family. Like I think I want to say we were defending the house from the werewolf attack. Like it was one of those kind of sequences. So like Rob and Chris weren't there, and it was just us, and we had Esme as well, Nikki and Ash were there, and so it was kind of us looking around and just being grateful for this moment. And we're out there in the middle of nowhere, Vancouver, filming, and we went back and listened to some music in the hotel room, just hung out, and we just honestly we sat in silence for a moment. You know, you can only sit in silence with like good friends. Yeah, and it was that kind of vibe. It was really cool, man. It was we've been through a lot together, and luckily there are some fandoms, there are some like actors that don't get along with their cast, and legitimately I consider these guys like some of the salt of the earth, the best people, and I love our text
Family,
message chains.
Yeah, me too.
And like, I love it when you send like I've never said stop to your Instagram messages. Like he sends us these memes and stuff. They're amazing, dude. Ooh, to continue
Us.
Yeah,
we'd
like to CGI our roles and play it forever.
We talk about like where our characters go quite often. We feel like there's a lot left on the floors, right? So if Stephanie or even if Summit or where's Alice and Jasper at, and we're knocking down cabins. I could see us adopting. We're adopting a couple. If Bree didn't die, I could see us adopting her and. There's all these great things where, we just see our characters, Nikki and I, because we talk about it as well. And then, what'd you say you guys were doing?
Carlisle's on a single cruise, so no, I'm kidding. No, I said we're all like on the one little compound. Everybody has, like perfect family where the mom and dad and then their daughters and sons live at different little cottages in the property, and then everybody kind of gets together for Sunday dinners. I feel like that's what we would do. I don't know why they were always in high school anyway, because I would have done that anyway and been like, you're married, I'm married, and we'll just live on one little compound. Everybody go to work.
Yeah, Jasper never attended high school again. That was his own little happy ending. It was like, like the end of like the 80s comedies movies where it just says like a little snippet of each character where they go. It's like, and Jasper never had to put up with that again. Hey, sweetheart, what you got?
Hi, my name's Mandy. I'm from Hershey, PA.
Hershey.
I'm here with my best friend Stephanie in the back, so if you can give her a wave.
Stephanie Meyer back there. Hi, Steph. Hey.
I do have a question for each of you, but before I get to my question, Peter, I just wanted to say that as much as I enjoyed watching you as your role as Carlisle in the Twilight movies, the one movie that really changed my life that you were in was The Ravine.
Okay.
And I can't say enough about that movie.
Yeah.
That's just such an eye-opening movie. It's a wonderful movie, so thank you for being a part of that.
It's a movie about forgiveness.
It is. It's a really
based on a true story.
great movie.
Tough movie to watch, but it was a true story.
Yeah, great movie. So I would
Thank
encourage
you.
the audience to go ahead and watch that film. My question to you all is, if you had to pick one movie for the rest of your life that you had to watch every single day, what movie would it be?
Out
And
of
you
the
don't have to say Twilight.
Okay,
no. Thank you.
Peter was going to say Twilight anyway.
I was going to say Twilight.
I mean, you could say Twilight if you want.
I would go with The Big Lebowski.
Okay,
Nice.
all right.
I grew up on that film. I used to watch that movie, like, honest to God, once a week in high school. I would watch a movie a day if I get my hands on it, and that was one that, like, was in my constant cycle. I absolutely love it. Love the Coen brothers, love Jeff Bridges. The dude abides. Yeah.
I'd probably say Hitch or The Holiday, because that's my wife's favorite.
Okay, awesome.
And she always, like, I feel like once a month she's watching that, and I just love watching movies with her. I don't really have a favorite movie. It's just I love watching movies.
Yeah, me too.
So, like, those, I love experiencing stuff with other people that get a lot out of it.
Right.
Because I do a lot on my own anyways. But with her, she just loves those movies so much that I really, really enjoy watching them with her. And they're great movies. I mean, they're really great movies.
You ever watch the Twilight movies?
She's never seen them. No.
Aww.
She saw Stick It. She's like, I'll marry Frank. There we go.
I'll go with Groundhog's Day just because it seems apropos that every day I'm watching the same movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie too. That like it shows you that every moment you can create something new. So it's like it's a good message.
Mine's You Got Mail.
Yeah.
Great.
All right. Thank you.
I thought it was the ravine. I get it.
I have two fairly quick things. First of all, for all of you, what in the movies would you guys take out or change if you could?
I want fangs. I don't want contacts.
I think we could have done better with the sparkling.
Did you sparkle?
I didn't sparkle, but like, I feel like the CGI now is so much better.
Yeah.
Like even it would be
Chat GPT.
Yeah.
The sparkle.
It'd be like the.
I wish we played baseball more, like in
And
every
Renesmee.
movie.
I think we could have done better with Renesmee, like CGI too. That was weird.
I wouldn't have changed a damn thing, man. That Renesmee doll was hilarious. That shit inspired The Conjuring. You don't know this. There's the other way around. People were like, oh, it's a true story from the 70s. That's a lie. It's about Renesmee.
It kind of scares me still. I wake up in the middle of the night. A Renesmee doll.
I wouldn't change a thing, but like for legitimate, true story, Kellan and I thought we were getting fangs the whole time, and we thought everybody else was messing with us. They're like, oh, we're not getting fangs. I read it in front of all these people. Yes, 100%. I took notes. I'm kidding. I did read the first. I read the first book, but it's not like
Sometimes they change things, and you're like, okay, we put fangs in there.
Yeah, I just think
You guys totally should have had fangs. Second thing.
Would have been fantastic.
Second thing.
Puns.
I already gave you 2 stars. I didn't give you a star yet. Can I give you this star?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it was like one of those like Uber things where you're like, I'll give you 5 stars. I was like,
no, you're getting
5
1
stars.
star, literally right now, 1
Thank
star.
you so much. I got 1 star here, Altoona. Thank you. That's
star?
That's hard to make, by the way.
For
that
a
looks like
star.
it's not easy
It
to
took
make.
me like 5 minutes.
Okay. You should have went with it.
Wow.
Been like, I spent all night on it. Thank you. I got to start.
Thank you.
Hi, how
Howdy.
are you guys?
Hi.
So I wanted to start by saying my name is Brandy. I'm
Hi,
from
Brandy.
Ohio. So we drove about 6 hours. to
Love
get here to see
it.
you
Give it
guys.
up for Brandy who drove 6 hours.
Has it been worth it?
Who'd you,
Absolutely.
All right.
Every day on the
who'd you come with?
So I came with my mom. That was my daughter that just gave you the star.
Road trip.
And my cousin. This is
Fun.
a 14-year.
Wait. Did you put the soundtrack on when you drove?
Okay, so I tried to, and I was told no, because apparently I listened to it too much already.
On the way
So-
home, she gets the soundtrack of Twilight the whole time.
I'm just saying.
Just in
it's
your head.
on my playlist. So, yes. This is actually a 14-year reunion. We went to a convention back in 2011.
Oh,
so
love it.
this is really nice. The only addition is we get to bring my daughter this time.
Amazing.
So super cool.
I love that. I love stories like that.
Yeah, she didn't like you guys at first. I talked her into it. So we're good. We're good.
We grew on her.
Yes. I think I
Stick
just
around long
watched it
enough, you'll like
right?
us.
You know?
That's my
Yeah.
motto.
People are leaving. I don't know if that's true.
My question is, obviously Twilight hasn't gone anywhere. I don't think it's ever going to. Looking at Forks, Washington, they have an entire event every single year, which I think y'all know because some of y'all are going this
Kellan's
year.
going this year.
Yes, you are, yeah. So do you guys get excited when you get to do these things every year? Do you guys want to participate in them frequently like that?
Honestly, it's the nicest thing in the world to have you guys. Like, forget everything else. It's like we're actors, we're entertainers. We love it, and we'd be doing it by ourselves, but then we just look crazy. My dad used to say, "What's wrong with you, boy? Just making faces in the mirror." And like legit, I was. So, and I was like, "I don't know, Dad. I think I want to be an actor." But they're only gonna put you in them porno films out there in L.A. Don't you get out there? be like, and I was like, it didn't happen, you know. I auditioned, but they said no. Joking, hey now. But honest to God answer, it is an absolute surprise that you guys have so much love for these films. From day one, I come from maybe like a broke kid mentality where like I was really struggling when I went out to LA, and I kind of got by on the kindness of strangers for a long time and living on couches and busking on Venice Beach, and so I've always had this mentality of like it could all go away in a heartbeat. And the fact is that you guys show up to these things and it's always a surprise, and we always are really impressed and honored. Like
we talk about that all the time. How grateful we are that we have such kind fans who love this movie so much, and you know, as long as you guys show up, we'll show up, because it's a give and take. You know, like I get fed, like I said before, by your energy. So when I walked in the room, I was just so impressed by like the energy and the excitement, and it's infectious. So like we're on this side, but we're all one big family. You know what I mean? Yeah. And you know what I love about this movie too is there's not a lot of movies of late that have this kind of fandom, that people don't go and camp out really for movies like this. And when I was younger, I remember going to see Rocky III, and there was a line around the corner, and I was like, wow, that's a big movie, you know. And then when I was in Twilight, people camped out for like 3 days, and I was like, I never guessed I'd be a part of something like that. So I'm just always so grateful and appreciative that I get to be a part of something that's touched so many people's lives in so many ways, and it's brought so many people together and bonded people in a lot of ways. I'm humbled by being a part of that.
We're actually making that trip next year, so hope to see you guys there.
Amazing.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, doll. Hey, come on up.
I'm Reese. If you're wondering where I'm from down the street. I live like 2 minutes away.
Never tell a vampire where you live.
You're invited.
What time's dinner? We're all invited over.
Hope you like Italian. No, I'm kidding.
I have a question. There's rumors of an animated series of Midnight Sun. Are they true, and will you guys be back for your role?
It is true that they're doing an animated version of Midnight Sun. We told them we would do it. We were like, hey, we'd love to reprise our roles, but they wanted to have different actors. We were kind of bummed because I was like, no, yeah, it kind of sucks because like I love that character so much. I was like, well, I'll do it for free. Like I just like love that character. So it'd be interesting now to see or hear, because it's animated, hear someone else's interpretation of it. I don't know if my soul would be able to take it, but you know, hopefully, I'm sure they'll create their version of it. It'll be apples and oranges, but we always have the OG version, you know. So
I saw the email. He literally said we'd do it for free, and I was like, I'm in, dude. If Peter's in, I'm in.
Yeah.
I love this guy.
Thank you.
Thanks, Reese. Sorry, it's a bummer. Oh man, that was a little downer. That one. It's okay. We all have the original series, right? That's awesome. The OG yeah, there we go. Hey, what's up, man? What you got?
How you doing? My name's Adam. I'm her dad. We literally can walk here.
Good job, dude.
So, to clarify, Altoona-style pizza tastes better than it should.
Yeah.
That's how they should have presented it to you. But anyways.
Honestly, when I got the bite
it
of green
tastes better than
pepper-
it looks is the motto for Altoona pizza.
So, it's an Altoona thing. So, my question actually stems out of an 18th century debate that began in Eastern Europe. And it slowly evolved to a point where it exploded in the mind of Stephanie Meyer. She changed everything. And so my question to you, gentlemen, is, what is a vampire?
You said it started in 18th century?
Yeah.
It was
That
long
was the
before
debate.
that.
That
No,
was
that
the
was like
academic
maybe the
debate.
Western version. But yeah, no, vampire has been within myth and lore since essentially we have myth and lore.
Yeah, so 18th century is when the academics got involved and actually tried.
Oh, they always screw everything up, don't they? Oh, look at me, I'm so smart. Sorry, I dog on him.
I like that question, though. It's a cool question.
That's a great question. I think vampire has many different facets and ideas to it, right? I think we've all run into certain emotional vampires in our lives, right?
100%.
You ever see What We Do in the Shadows? Yeah? Colin in What We Do in the Shadows? Dude, that guy's hilarious. And Matt Berry. No, you haven't seen it? Dude, it's so good. It's
Is
so
it funny?
funny.
Is it a comedy?
It's hysterical.
What?
Hey. When you become a vampire, you're very sexy. All right. No, I won't do my Matt Berry impersonation. But listen, I think it's a great question. I think vampires have been around as a myth forever. I think they kind of, Sinners just did a really amazing version. If you haven't seen Sinners, it's one of the best films I've ever seen. Like, hands down, hand to God, top 10 movies of all time. There's a sequence, halfway through the film that just blew my mind. And it talks about how from like African lore, there's the hates, and there's different kinds of spirits, and different spirits that incorporate and like will take over a body and make them do evil. Now, and I think we've all seen that there's evil in the world, and so it's exciting to write about. I think there's a lot more good and beauty in the world than there is evil, but evil's a little bit more enticing. And when you have the sexual component of like how like these beautiful vampires are and they lure you in, like the Gary Oldman Dracula, right? With Keanu Reeves being seduced by that. You know, we have a certain sense of that. There's this kind of seductress element, like a succubi. I think it's a really fascinating thing. When then Stephanie Myers came in there and kind of added this new very romantic.
Like a Romeo and Juliet kind of vibe with a vampire backdrop. You know, I agree. I think for me, vampire is a person who feeds on other people. You know, so in most movies they're feeding on their blood, but it's also emotional. Like he was saying, like anybody who takes from other people and steals their energy is to me what a vampire is. Good?
Yeah, I mean, I love all those answers. I mean, no other vampire matters besides the Twilight one, so that's my book. They sparkle and they don't have fangs, so yeah, that's what vampires to me. No, I loved Blade growing up. I loved Wesley Snipes, and you know, and then I got to work with him on Expendables 3. I'm like, man, yeah, this is like a real vampire that I get to work with. But it's cool. There's a lot of them. You know, there's a lot of. I haven't seen that movie yet. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh my
So it's.
I love all the different tones of them, like you know, Nosferatu, to Twilight. They're all different. Like.
Well, you had that book you sent.
Yeah.
Catherine.
So I don't know if you know the story. I'll tell it real quick. I didn't originally get the role of Carlisle in the movies, so I read for it. Well, my agent called me and said, "Do you want to do a vampire movie?" And I said no, because I was thinking like bats in caves, and I was like no. And not that there's anything wrong with that. I just wasn't into it at the time. And they said. No, it's based on this book. It's got a small following because at the time it was like a little small following. And they said Catherine Hardwicke's directing it. And I said, oh, well, I really like Catherine. I said, when's the audition? They said tomorrow. I said, is there a script? They go, no. I said, there's a book. They said, yeah. So I went out and I read the book. And, you know, it's like midnight and I start reading it. I'm like, I'll just go to Carlisle. Oh, there's Carlisle. Oh, most handsome man? Well, I like that part. Movie star looks. I'm going to have to use a lot of makeup for that, but okay. So, so then I stayed up the whole night, reread because I was like, oh, this is kind of good, and I went and read it from page 1, you know, because I got sucked in. And I went to the audition the next day. My eyes were bloodshot and red, and they were like, you're perfect. But I did read for it, and I thought it went well. And then a week or two went by, and you know. I would call my agents and bug them and say, hey, what's going on with that movie? And they said, oh, you're on a list. And I was always on a list. Well, how many people are on this list? 3, 10, 100? No, it's a short list. Who knows how long that list is? So then they called and said, oh, someone got the role. I was so bummed because I was like, oh, man, I felt like I did a good job for that. And then I went into another audition the next day, and it was on the coffee table there in the lobby, there was a book. It said 100 years of vampire making in Hollywood. And it had like Nosferatu, it had like Interview with a Vampire. Such a cool book. And I was like, wow, the universe is really rubbing it in. I didn't get this movie. Thanks, you know. But it was such a cool book that I said, I'm going to write down the name of it. I'm going to send it to Catherine. Because I had such a great time reading with her. And like maybe there'll be a second movie, or maybe I'll work with her down the road. So it was just a kind gesture. And I wrote, and I inscribed that. I said, hey, hope this book inspires you to make a great vampire movie one day. And I hope, you know, you're part of this 100 years of great vampire movies one day. So she got the book on the same day that the actor actually, his deal didn't go through. And they said, who do you want to go to next? And she was like, I don't know. What about Peter Facinelli? So I bought my role for $29.99. And that's the moral of that story. But here's the great full circle of that story, which I love to tell. And this was recent, like in last, maybe it was December. I'm at a fan event like this, and some girl puts down a book. She said, "Will you sign this?" And it says 100 years of vampire making in Hollywood, and Twilight was in it. And I literally teared up. And so I bought the book and I sent it to Catherine. Yeah. And I said, we made it. We made it into the 100 years of vampire making.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
All right, well, we have time for one more question, and then we'd love to get to everybody, but this is the biggest panel we've ever had in the history of the con.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah.
That's all you guys.
These have been amazing questions, by the way.
Yeah.
Like this,
You
So
gotta
we'll have
say that.
one
Can you
more
say
and
that
then
one more
I'll
time?
close it
Wait, say
out.
that again. I want to videotape that because I'll put that
Oh,
out
okay.
there. Because you guys in Altoona have been so amazing. Ready? Hold on.
This is the biggest panel we've had in our 14 years.
Yeah! Yeah!
Altoona!
Altoona!
All right, so.
That's it, I'm moving here.
All right, so one more crowd question, I'll close it out. You're on the spot, it better be a good one.
I actually feel kind of bad because this is a little silly.
Yes or no question?
We love a little silly.
Boxer briefs,
It's-
yes.
it's-
Thank you, guys.
It's a question for Jackson. If you had to reprise one role, would you rather play Jasper in the Twilight movies again or Sokka in the live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender?
I know this answer.
To be fair, they butchered my performance. They took out every single one of my jokes, and I would never do that again. No. I don't know, man. I'm really happy with the past being past. I think I'll try to look forward to every day. I thank God when I wake up and when I go to bed. And I look forward to what the future holds. And hey, listen, I had no idea. I was coming to Altoona, Pennsylvania. I thought like maybe I'd meet a few people, but like look at you guys. You all
have been
showed up.
incredible.
Huge
Incredible.
group.
Honestly.
Every day's a beautiful gift.
Yeah.
All right, let's go forward. Let's have a
Yeah.
beautiful time.
I will say this too. You guys have the coolest names here. Like I meet people that be like, "My name's Chrysanthemum," and I'm like, "What?" Like some, and it's like a lot of cool different spelling names. I know because I've misspelled like half of them. But thank you guys for coming to see us, and I'm having such a good time meeting you.
They cut him off.
They cut him off. That's what it's like being at the Oscars. They literally like cut him off.
Jackson Rathbone,
Nice to meet
Peter
you guys. Thank
Facinelli,
Thank you.
Kellan Lutz.
Thank you guys so much. Honestly, thank you all. Everybody outside, thank y'all so much.
Thank you guys.
Be orderly. Like walk out safely.
We should do one big selfie.
Love you
One big
guys.
selfie. Hold on. One big selfie.
Yes.
Come on. Ready?
Battle scars.
All right. Ready? All right.
Cheers, darling.
Oh my God, thank you. I get a hat. You get a hat. That's it. Amazing. Thank you. All right, ready, selfie? Should we get up on this? Hold on, do video. Altoona!
Altoona! I'm Batman.
Thank you, cardboard cutout Rob, for coming. Bye, guys.